معكم في برنامجكم الأسبوعي برنامج إماراتي. أنا أستضيف لكم خيرة من دولة الإمارات العربية المتحدة، ولهذا الأسبوع من إمارات دبي السيد أومانغ بوني والسيد أنكيت هيرا. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
At the first, it's our pleasure to visit your office and thank you for warm welcoming. Let us to know about the Alpha Quantum, when it was established, and also we would like to know about the services. But let's to go first with the profile, personal profile, Umang.
I came on 2nd of August 2017 and it's been 8 years. So I'm from a place named Nagpur, which is in India, Maharashtra. I've done my post-graduation in finance. I'm a CFA holder as well, CFA chartered holder as well. So that's it. Yeah.
2nd August, it was our first season of our program, EMARATI, 2017. Yes.
So I remember coming out of airport because in India it was quite cold, right? Came out of airport, it was so hot. I took a step back and then I felt okay. So this is there. So because I didn't check about the weather and all, so I remember that and it was second.
Yeah. Great. Ankit, let us know more about you.
Yeah. So I came to UAE 2.5 years back. It was Umang and I know each other for last 12-13 years now.
Wow.
Umang was like, Aniket, I'm well settled in UAE. It's been 7-8 years now. I've already started something new, Alpha Quantum. Will you be joining? I was like, there is nothing to lose, right?
He was doing? Just you came to UAE and
yeah,
direct to him?
Yeah. So back in India, I worked for over 8 years. I was at a good position in terms of monetary as well as in terms of designation. But then, Umang, very close friend of mine, I said, there's nothing to lose, right?
So I have a story for this. Let me stop. So he came a year back, right? Before joining a year back to Dubai, we met. I took him to a rooftop restaurant of Stella's. I remember that, and he really liked it. And then when I started, so we were in touch, right? And I visited when I went to India. I visited him as well, right? So then I was starting and I asked him, this is something that I've started. It's just been 2 months. Would you like to join? And that was the person.
Yeah, so I along with my family, so we were, as a tourist, we came to UAE. It was also all of a sudden, it was not planned. It was an unplanned trip. We stayed here for 4-5 days. And then I liked, UAE, Dubai, I liked as a place. Back, years back, you have that orthodox feeling that, okay, the laws are strict, you need to follow the rules and all those things are there. So Indians, they are a little skeptical about sending their kids outside to Middle East.
Right.
But then there was, that kind of thing was never there. So I liked the skyscrapers of Dubai and then how clean the roads are, varied cultures, a lot of, the people from all over the world come over here. So yeah, I guess it was a good decision.
Also the traditional, we have many of the different, we can say more than 218 nationality.
Correct.
You will find more than 218 nationality, 218
Correct.
cultures, which keep challenge, and you have to see others, and you want to learn a lot.
Correct. It never felt like it was, you came outside your home. It's like a second home after India.
So everyone comes here, thinking that they will stay here for 2 years,
or 3
pay
years,
back their loan, whatever the debt that they have. And means everyone, because we are in wealth management, we meet different people.
Me too, I meet a lot. Most of my interviewers, they say, we came for 3-4 years, but now we are 20 or 15 or 30 years.
So, and so now, I'm a single child, so my parents were like, I was also like, I will work there for some time, come back and move back to India. but now they are moving with me because that's how things have been, right? And then that's it.
I was planning for Canada. Umang, he pulled me back. He was like, Aniket, stay here for 6 months. And I know one thing for sure. After 6 months, I won't be stopping you.
You will not leave me.
Yeah, you'll not leave.
So yeah, so he was yes, he told me no. So the discussion was, Umang, what do you think? I'm planning to move to Canada. I told him, look, I have started. So that till that point, I was not thinking. So I told him, look, I have started, and I didn't know that you are planning to move out of country because I thought he will never move out of India at all, right? So when I got to know, I told him, look, be here for 6 months. If things don't move, I will not ask you anything. Just move wherever you want to move, but just give me 6 months. Be here, see how things goes, and then decide what you want to do.
Today, more than 2.5 years, mashallah. Let us to know about Alpha Quantum, how it was established.
So I was working in a wealth management firm earlier, and it just like the company was really good, but I wanted to hire people. I told him that okay, we can grow. This is a really good area, and then we can hire people. But the family, the owner, the previous company owner, was already above 70. So he was like, okay, probably I'm not. I don't know because my family is not here. His children are in US, well settled. So right, so he was not very keen on expansion. So I was just sitting in a shisha place called Hookin.
Very famous.
Right, and
No,
I just took the decision. That okay, I was just thinking that okay, let me, because I already had the clients, right? I thought okay, if I even get my clients, I have enough money, I will have enough revenue to take care of rent, and I can hire 3-4 people. So I was aware of that, right? And I knew that my clients are going to move with me. The company where I was working was also nice. They said that if you are going to take your clients, will not interfere, and they didn't do that at all, right? So I was aware that okay, this is the revenue that I can expect. This is the revenue I have been doing for last 2-3 years. So there is no risk at all, right? Let me start, and that's it. So and I can take care, and I didn't have any liability either, right? So I can take care of my family. I have a clear cash flow. Yeah. So that's it.
So when you enter Aniket to the company, what was your expectation and what experience you was have before that?
So, I was living a lavish life in India, back in India, Delhi. So I had I had some good expectations, and I knew Umang, being a startup, small firm, he had just started. So from my end also, it would be wrong to expect too much from him. The opportunity he gave me was, more than what I was aiming for. But then, it is good. I've heard a lot of startup stories and all those things. So I knew we'll have to start from scratch. He knew that I am a hard-working person, and both of us will build this company together. So we started from his home. We were working initial few days, 15-20 days. We started from his home. We were 3 of them. We worked from his home, and then slowly from there we shifted to one of the place in Business Bay, Tamani Arts Tower. We took a 450 square feet of this thing office space.
To run the show.
Yeah, to run the company, because definitely to grow you need to hire people, you need to show your clients what this company is all about, and then now we are here.
Great. So let's us to know more about the strategy of Alpha. What's the strategy? What you are providing in the company, and also how it was established. It was easy to establish a company or hard for you?
So a wealth management company has to be regulated, right? So we opted for ADGM license, and the second thing is starting a wealth management company is little difficult than that of other companies, because you have to be regulated. There are so many documentation, and also it took some time. It took almost 3-4 months for us to get the company. We have other company, I mentioned that, right? A will company that was established, I believe it took just 3 days, 1 or 2 days maximum, right? So that's it. And I understand, because they have to do all the checks. Do we have any complaints against us, right? everything they have to check, and then only they can give the license. So
Great.
it took, for wealth management, yes, it took around 3 months for us to start.
And what's the strategy of your company today?
So initial, you mean
The
what?
strategy, what you are providing as a company.
Okay,
a
as an investment.
As a service.
So what we do, so we are into wealth management. So we try to make a better investment option available than that what is there already there in the market. Just to give an example, let's say you want to invest in US market, which is S&P 500 ETF. So most of the 80% of the individual that I meet invest in S&P 500 index, which is a ETF, means it's an index of USA, right? Top 500 companies of USA. And it is accessible to anyone. Anyone can participate, right? But if I have to make it better, so what I would do, I will go to the bank. Like, so we went to the Morgan Stanley, and with Morgan Stanley we were able to create a
One
product.
of the leaders.
Leading bank, right? And with Morgan Stanley we designed a product which was 100% capital protected, which means even the market goes down, in 5 years you are not going to lose anything at all, right? And you get the exact performance of S&P 500. So if you directly invest in S&P 500, if the market goes down, you lose with the market. Over here, yes, in a short term you would lose, but in 5 years, Morgan Stanley is going to guarantee that, okay, even market is down by 30, 40%, 50%, it doesn't matter. Even it goes to zero, your capital is intact. So this is something that we were able to design. The initial product that we have designed was based on Jaguar Land Rover.
Great.
Right, so Jaguar Land Rover is one of the most reputed car brand, and we were able to design a fixed income investment product on Jaguar Land Rover, which was giving around 12% per annum guaranteed return.
Wow.
The risk was very simple. The Jaguar Land Rover should not be bankrupt, and it's one of the biggest companies. It's a company which has now net debt free, means a company has debt but they have equivalent of cash. A company which doesn't have, which is a net debt free, cannot go bankrupt, right? And getting 12% per annum, and that point of time interest rate were low as well. So at this point of time you have options where you are getting 4.5% as well, right? But that point of time interest rate was low, and getting 12% was a really big thing. And there was no link to the market, the return is guaranteed, everything is guaranteed. So these were the two products that we started with. Initially 3-4 months we were focused on that because we are 100% certain on this, and we can see we have got a really good return on that, right? The clients are really happy. So that was the strategy that we have used. We focused on product rather than services, because if I say that I'm into wealth management, there are many companies in wealth management.
Thousands of companies.
So what we did, we focus on product. Okay, I have something this. Let me market this one. Let me reach out to the client stating that, okay, I have something on S&P 500, and then the discussion will happen. I will say that, okay, I have something on JLR, Jaguar Land Rover, which is a capital protected as well. The risk is simple. Jaguar Land Rover should not go bankrupt, and this is giving you a guaranteed return. So we focus on product rather than selling the services, and that was something that initially worked really well for us.
So we need a dedicated team, we need a professional, and we need to select these people who will add to our company, who will be ambassador in the markets of our name. Let us to know from you, Aniket, how you select the team who work with you, what you are looking on the person when you are hiring someone.
Okay, so definitely wealth management as a division would need people who are young professionals, MBA graduates, right? Wherein they have those sales skills, right? First of all, financial acumen needs to be there. They needs to understand the technicalities of what is finance, starting from what is finance, what is bond market, what is equity market. So all those technical, definitely there are rounds, there are levels of interviews, right? You first test the technicals of the candidate, and then you check whether the candidate has that potential to sell a product or maybe the financial product, right? Financial instrument. And based on that, what are the other background checks are done. And and definitely we focus more on training. The initial 3-4 weeks is focused on training. We take those efforts for the candidates, for the employees, so that they can go live after a month's time, right? So usually we hire from good B schools, those who are MBA finance graduates, marketing graduates, MBA marketing graduates.
That's great.
Yeah, and then for the operations, definitely, as we have a separate division of Wills as well, for them, wherein mostly the task or the role is operation based. We hire BCom graduates, we hire some BSc, MSc graduates.
Today, if we need to run our business, we have to build the first things, more trust with our client.
Correct.
What's the process here to build a strong trust between you and the client who will invest in the company?
Correct. So as Umang said, we initially as a startup, we focused on a product. So as you said, there are thousands of companies, financial advisors in UAE, right? It becomes difficult for a startup to have a USP or to be out of those. So basically what we think is there are basically 3 to 4 parameters which are very important in this industry. First is the what kind of product offering you are able to give it to your clients.
Mhm.
I mean, does your product or does your instrument attracts or influences the HNI individuals, right? That is one thing. We have ties with multiple banks, top A-rated banks, which gives us that flexibility or which gives us that authority to market that instrument, right? Second is the pricing. What kind of, I mean, if someone is able to give me 10%, what are you able to add value? How much extra, right? So that pricing thing is something we can be very sure. Even if we are startup, we are at this point in time able to beat all the A-rated banks, all the private banking, beat any of the European or Swiss banks, because we have good terms with the issuers, the instrument issuers, right?
So I will add over here. So how it works is when we design a product, we go to the bank, because you have to understand the issuer and guarantor of a product is going to be the bank, right? I cannot take money in my account, right?
Right.
So the client is investing in the product which is issued by BNP Paribas, JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley, or could be anything, right?
What the case or what the study you are giving? What the study you are giving to him?
Yeah.
Who will
Yeah.
Correct.
So now, what we have to understand, everyone is doing the same thing. Most of the banks or wealth management companies. So we have to be very competitive when it comes to pricing, right? So because if I share something with the client is going to check with his
Of
bank.
course,
Let's say
right.
client has an account with Morgan Stanley or BNP Paribas. I have shared one product. They will check with their bank. And if we are not competitive enough, we will not be able to close the trade, right? That is something which we have to be, that's mean pricing, right? So you have to price your product in a way that even it goes to somewhere. So I ask my client, okay, whoever other advisor that you have, please price it check it with them, what is the best that they can offer. But don't tell them what I'm offering, and please get the offer from them as well. If my offer is better, so because many big clients will have 4 or 5 banks, they would be dealing with 4 or 5 banks.
Yeah.
And sometimes it becomes difficult that you share a product and then they share with the bank, and then so that is there.
The secret spoons
Correct.
will go out. Of
And
it.
then the third parameter is the service. What kind of service after
It's very
once
important.
the
After sale, right.
once the investment is done, are you able to service your client or not? Because over here, most in the services industry, usually once the product or the service is sold, no answers after after that trade, or right. So it is very important. Being a small firm, we are on our toes when it comes to servicing our clients, right? Because I mean, as you said, trust factor is there.
Very
I mean,
important.
whether even if the market, or when the market is up, when everything is doing well, everyone, even the advisors are there with the client. But what if the market crashes? So at that point in time, when the client needs us, right? They need us as an advisors, right? What you as an advisors are gonna do when the market falls, whether you are in a position to handle that situation or not.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you at a receiving end, you can't be at a panic situation. Okay, market has fallen. What should I do, or what will I do? If that happens, that means the client will lose your trust. He or she will not will not do trades with you, right?
So how you see the growth of this business in UAE?
So what we have realized that there are many big funds also, hedge funds are moving to UAE from UK and Singapore. I have seen that. So I believe that this could be a Monaco of Asia, UAE. That's what I believe, right? So we have to understand what has happened with Monaco, right? Monaco reduced that. They only had one Monte Carlo casino.
Right.
That was the only revenue source for them. And then now, if you see that the richest country in the world, GDP per capita, is Monaco, right? Just like that, now whoever has money is moving to UAE. Means people are, no, what I'm trying to say is people are moving for the opportunity. But if you look at the rich, individuals from UK and all, very, ultra HNI, they are moving over here. So the industry is going to do well. There is no problem at all. If you look at the kind right now, the AUM growth of DApps or AGM for that matter, it is growing at more than 20-25% per annum, which is a really significant growth.
What's make the people to come to UAE and to invest in this peaceful country?
So if you'll see UAE, it's an open market. I mean, when you talk about connectivity, be it from India, China, or from Europe, or from US, I mean the center location of a globe is UAE, right? I mean, when you have restrictions from other countries, UAE is one of the safest. I mean, if you'll see the rankings,
Not one of the safest.
The safest. I mean, all this out of those 7 Emirates, 5 of the Emirates are in the top 10 in terms of the safest place to live in. That is one thing, and second thing is ease of doing business. It is, I mean, it is said that it is easy to start up a business in UAE, but then yeah, definitely its sustainability comes in when you do that. But yeah, ease of doing is something wherein you will not find in maybe any part of the world. Singapore was there, but now everyone has shifted their focus to UAE.
And then there are 2 other things. First, how we can forget the zero taxes, right?
Yeah.
Zero personal income tax, right?
Income
So there is no
tax,
tax. That is one thing that is the reason people are here. And then you're not treated differently. So I never felt that I am out of India, honestly. And then probably we live in a community as well. But yes, we never felt that, right? So that's really, really important, right? I told you, right? My parents are, when we are buying a property in India, they were not even ready to move 1 kilometer away from where we were renting the property, right? But and they are so strict. So thinking about they will move to UAE was next to impossible. I never thought that they would do that, right? But then they visited over here. When they saw the place, I live in a community called Gardens, right? It's very peaceful community. And when they were here, so they said, okay, they started staying here for 6 months, and probably, hopefully, that's the target that I have, that in 2-3 years they would move with us. That's it.
Great. So today, what the future plan? What you want to add on the services of Alpha Quantum?
So, I mean, we are at a position wherein the wealth business or the estate planning business is at a good level. We want to continue that. Slowly, earlier we used to cater to GCC as a region, as a client base, but now we have started exploring other regions as well. Africa is one of the other division wherein we are exploring, because the expat population is also increasing over there, and almost 70-80% of the income it's saved over there. Many options are not there, financial options are not there. So that's a good market for us. So we have since last 6 months now, we are visiting every other month. We are visiting Africa, be it Nigeria, Kenya, be it Zambia. So slowly we are expanding our business over there. We have already applied a small office in Mauritius. So we'll have a regulated license from Mauritius as well. So that would be our target for the coming
cater the client in
3 to 4
Africa.
months.
We have done that as well.
Great. And also as financial services and investment, what you can also add as other services?
So we have already worked on the fund license. We have already applied for the fund management license. Because what we feel when we are doing the wealth management, one individual can only look after 25-30 clients, not more than that, right? Because we have to make sure we do the service, we have quarterly review and all. So more than that, no one can manage, right? So once you have a fund, so we can design a product and we can take in the fund, then we can cater to hundreds of thousands people, and we have to take the same effort. So we have already taken the step, we have already applied for the fund management license, and that is the next step that we have as of now. So that's it.
So as of now, we are only focusing on wealth, and we want to be sure that we are perfect in that particular division. And then there are different branch. There are different divisions as well. People usually come and tell to us, Aniket, Umang, why don't you start real estate business?
So
right?
there is a shared advice also.
Yeah,
But
there are
we
advices.
thought that okay, if we do that, because you have to understand, you cannot do everything.
Right.
You have to be an expert in the industry, right? I have seen, yes, real estate in UAE has done really, really well last few years. Definitely the inflow of people, and then definitely rental land and all, which attracted many individuals from all over the world to invest in UAE. And then I have seen many of the financial advisory company has also started the real estate brokerage. But if we do that, then we'll not be able to focus on the core area that we have worked on, right? We have a decent client, and I believe as of now there is only one client who has withdrawn money from us, and because he had to buy the property, and he's one of my oldest client. But that is accepted because he said, okay, I want to have something in the real estate as well, not completely, but some part of the investment. But that's the only thing that has happened so far, right? So yes, we have been advised that okay, why don't you start into real estate? But we cannot do everything, and we understand what business we are in. We understand the market. We understand. We are ready. We are well prepared. Even the market goes down by 20-30%. We know what exactly that we are going to do. But I don't think that if we get into real estate, we are that expert at all. So we have not considered that. But that is the reason.
How you see the AI and the artificial intelligence, which hit everyone door, and how you think to invest on it also, which is very important for the future.
Correct.
So-
So AI, definitely everyone is talking about AI at this point in time. There are so many companies working on automation, making sure that the workforce or the human touch, should be on a reducing end. So yeah, there are few divisions, there are few areas where you can automate, right? Where you can automate your task or your this thing, but not everything can't be replaced by AI, right? Definitely, AI is a tool, but to run AI,
How to
you
use it,
you need a human touch,
right?
right? So one of the small process we have definitely started using AI. Our team, IT team, is working on that. It would be live by next month. So slowly, we are also moving towards the automated so that our efficiency is improved, the time is reduced, the efforts are reduced.
So what we are doing, we are so in the will division, we are getting all the documents. All the documents will be, we don't have to write manually, so will be scanned automatically. We just have to pull what who is going to be the beneficiary and all. Automatically, the AI is going to help us to write the make the draft, and we are just going to compare. So this is the initial stage. Second stage, we have tried to use AI. I don't know it has worked or not. So we have a database of clients and all, right? How do we generate leads, right? We reach out to the people, we get the data from LinkedIn and all, right? So we tried to, based on their LinkedIn profile, an automated email was created, and then we were trying to set up a meeting that okay, this is what you have done and all, and we are into wealth management, and there was no human interaction at all. So it is something, and then automatically mail will again after 3-4 days there is no response, then an email will be sent and all. So we tried to automate the process, and the email was written using their LinkedIn profile and their interest on the LinkedIn and all. Honestly, I believe we have got some lead, but then
We
were
have
not,
to work on
we
that.
have to work on that. It was not so effective the
Because-
way we thought it would be.
But
We
inshallah
need to
we'll
make sure,
improve
yeah,
ourselves.
definitely.
Yeah.
We have to make sure that we are perfect at that. Whatever we are doing, we are perfect at
So,
that.
but this
So,
is
yeah.
something
And
which
that's
we
how
never
you-
thought we would do. But
Yeah,
But
sorry.
today it's there.
That's how you learn. That's how you make sure that. Otherwise, there won't be a success, right?
You're right.
So,
So today, if I ask you, Aniket, if you have a thanks message, who deserve to have a thank message from you? I mean, the people who are around you, who are personal thanks,
mhm.
who support you in your success life to be today in this level.
So initially, definitely, I would thank my parents, my
The first
father,
one?
the father, who at every stage of my life, be it at the school stage, be it in the college, be it when I joined my first job, he was always backing me. Aniket, I know what is your potential. Aniket, I know that you can do it. I mean, uh, you call it a pressure or you call it whatever, parenting, this thing, but he was always behind me whenever I had my lows. He has always backed me throughout my life, and he's still doing that. Uh, And I mean, and then second would obviously would be Umang, who has given me
And
this
wife
opportunity.
first.
But yeah, obviously family would be there, parents, wife, my sister. She would, they will always be with me. But outside my family, my relatives, definitely Umang would be one of my friend, who I would like to thank him to, I mean, yeah, to give me an opportunity to come over here and yeah.
So I
work
remember
with us.
meeting his father for the first time. When we joined our college, his father came to me, and because we speak the same language. There are many languages in India, right?
Yeah, I understand.
So his father asked me to take care of his son. And let me tell you, he is the one who took care of me in the college rather than me taking care of him. So I remember that, and I remember my father crying for the first time because we were out of our city. We had to stay in the hostel. And that was the first time I was not, definitely he stayed out in a different city while doing his graduation. I didn't do that, right? So that was the first time I saw tears in my father's eyes. So that was there, and then after that my father dropped me, went back, and his father came, and then we were speaking in the same language, and he said, "Okay, it's my son Aniket," and then he said, "Right, please take care of him, if right." And then
Because I'm a little introvert kind of a
he
person,
he
and
is
so
a
I
man
don't
of few
usually
words.
man of few words. When I talk, I mean very little, but when I talk, I make sense. So
This is
yeah.
important.
So
thing.
Yeah.
okay, in sales we feel that we have to be extrovert, right? We did the internship, so we did our first job together, we did our internship together, then we both of us left and choose the different path. But when we were doing internship, we were into Philip Capital, which is one of the biggest broker of Singapore.
Mhm.
And I always felt that he's someone who doesn't speak to the people at all, and getting the account is going to be very tough for him. He was the best performer. So there were around 100 people, I
100
believe,
interns.
100 interns, right? And from top colleges, top Indian colleges, all from Indian Institute of Management, different colleges. And he was the top performer over there. I don't know how he did that, but he did that, right? So I know
I'm sure he have a patient.
he have a
He's a
patient.
patient
I
person.
mean, when you are into the shoes of clients, you get to know what is supposed to be delivered, whether the product makes sense or not, whether the
Transparency,
service,
brother, it's
transparency. Yeah, yeah,
Talk less,
definitely.
but transparency.
Yeah, be very straight.
And I believe there is only one way to succeed in this industry is taking care of your clients. That's it. You have to be with your client twice. At these 2 points is really important. Sometime your client is going to get impatient. So time like this, which is a very volatile time, means I'm talking about the equity market, when the things are not really certain, you have to tell your client, okay, we cannot be greedy anymore. We have to have a proper asset allocation. We have to make sure that, if the market falls, we have to have the cash. If we are completely invested, we will not have cash at that point of time. That is one thing. Second is, you have to be with your client when the things are really bad. When everyone is selling, you should be the one, because to hold, this is the real time for the investment. The highest return that we have made, we were just looking at the product that is called, means that is matured recently.
Yeah, called.
Yeah.
I
And some of the client who have invested in the month of April has got 60% return in 6 months.
Wow.
I show you as well, right?
Yeah.
So 60% return in 6 months is a huge return, right? But they trust, they put their faith in us. That was the time when we reach out to them. Okay, this is something that is really good option. Would you like to consider? And they said yes. Let us put something, and that is the reason we got that kind of return. And it's a really good return, right? It's not every time that we are going to get. We always target 18 to 20%, 15 to 20% return in a year's time. But then there are opportunities like this. When the market is down, you can go all in, and then you can make, get a huge
There
return.
was in Corona, COVID-19. I remember
COVID,
very
yeah.
well.
So that time we didn't had a firm, but yes, that was the time. But that was, I was not able to take advantage of that, because I was just 2 years in the market, right? I have not, because as an individual, right, we have studied that market crash, but that was the first crash for me, right? So I was also little panic at that point of time. But then I learned my lesson. So next time, whenever there is a crash, I say invest
It's
more.
an opportunity. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry, the time it will come.
Yeah.
Lots of,
That's
we have
correct.
many years, inshallah.
Correct.
So, for who you will say today thanks? Who's your main mentor? Who's the person to guide you always in right way? And also, the people who are invest with you, what you would like to say to them?
Okay, so definitely my family is gonna be there. I'm a single child, so my parents they did whatever they can do. Means they gave me the bike, and when my father had a cycle, he gave me the bike, right? So means I don't think that anyone can be a bit can do more than what my parents have done. Definitely, then definitely people whoever was around me has always put faith in me. I remember me getting admission in the college, and I didn't had the money to confirm the admission, that you have to pay some initial deposit, right? And my friends when I was doing my graduation, my friend's mother put her gold chain in the bank, gave me the money, and that's how I got the college confirmation. We got the both of us got the 100% loan, education loan.
Wow.
But that's how, right? Then definitely I always say that the company would not be a company if Aniket wouldn't have been there, right? uh, I believe it's like definitely we would have done the good job, right? But what we are right now, definitely it is him who is taking care of complete operation, writing the email. Whenever there is a new product, he is someone who is gonna make sure that there is a proper email where client understands, simplified email, right? He is someone who take care of all the operation of a company. So without him, definitely the company would have been there, but would not have been. We would not have 30 people. The kind of EM that we are managing, we would be managing less than half of that, right? That is there, because we have understanding, and I don't have that kind of understanding with anyone. So even if I'm looking at someone and I feel that something is there, so he would be doing the same thing, and we don't even have to speak at that point of time. Most of the time, it's just like he just smile at me, and I know that what he is trying to say, because definitely we have shared all the classes. He was my best friend in college. He was the closest person uh, in the college as well, right? So from that point, you have spent so much time together. So right,
You
don't have to,
understand each other very well.
yeah.
That's
So
great.
and then we
So-
don't question. Last thing, we don't question each other. So if he says something, I am gonna make sure that, because I know that it is not because we know each other, because I know that he would have given a thought and then only he has taken the decision. So he would not, if he has taken a decision, would not question. If I have taken a decision, he will not question that. Definitely, there are some point to be discussed. We do that.
Yeah, we'll have discussion, but we'll not
Question. Yeah.
That's great. So, and for the client, what you would like to tell them today, opposite of our camera and program, for their trust?
Yeah. So we would know. So you know, no amount of it cannot be put in words at all, right? I remember. So we started. We didn't had office initial 10-15 days, right? And we got the clients at that point of time as well. Honestly, we are. They are the reason that we are here. They are the reason that Alpha Quantum Group exists. I am still managing a client who was my first client when I came to Dubai. I know each and everything about the client who is there in the family, where he has properties, whenever he has taken a decision to buy a properties as well, everything that I'm aware.
I would like to thank all my clients, those who have trusted us right from day one. When we didn't had any office, still clients were with us. When any of the instrument gets out of order, clients are like, Aniket, I have this much cash, I have this much amount is sitting in the bank, what should I do? You take your own decision, I'll not be involved. And that point in time, you feel that, we would have done something, good. And that's the reason clients are trusting us, blindly trusting on us. And that point in time, we feel that definitely we have done something good. And I would like to assure all my clients, all of them, all those who trust Alpha Quantum, those who are with us in our bad times, in our good times, we will always be there for you, irrespective of where the market is going, irrespective of what is happening in their personal professional lives, not just for our services, but outside the services. If anything is needed from our side, definitely we will always be there. We'll always be there with the clients.
And
Because they are the ones because of whom the company is, right?
So I always, whenever I talk to my colleague, I always say that, right? You're not working for a company. you are not liable to answer me, you are liable to answer your clients, right?
Right.
And if you take care of them, then they are going to take care of you like anything. So I'm grateful to all of my clients for putting trust in us, right? And yeah, we'll make sure that we are always there. We are going to make sure that all the goals that we make, all the target or all the goals that we have for the in terms of return or in terms of risk appetite and all, we'll make sure that we will achieve that. That's it.
Okay. Finally, we would like to have a message to our region leaders and to the government of United Arab Emirates for the easy business setup and also for the safety of this country, for everything what they give us in this country, more than 280 nationality. We live together and we support each other. We have the best in healthcare, the best in university, security, safety, which is very important to our family also. We will start with you, Aniket. What's your message to UAE government and to UAE leaders?
So for the UAE government, I mean, we as other nationals are always obliged to give us an opportunity to work over here, come over here, establish a business, start their life. So I would like to thank UAE government, and for the UAE leaders, definitely. I mean, people over here from the other nationalities, they start something new and they are at a very good levels. Definitely, for them, I would like to say that start I mean, work hard. Definitely, it's I mean, yeah, it's an open country. It's an open. I mean, yeah, as long as you follow those rules, the UAE government will be there for you, and yeah, and the business will flourish.
And you, Umang, what's your message to UAE?
So I'm grateful for the opportunity. I believe anyone can achieve anything over here. The best thing over here is you are treated equally. It doesn't matter. I have heard earlier, right? If someone is from this country, probably they will be treated, but I have not seen that, right? That is one thing, and that's the most important thing, right? In terms of safety, in terms of opportunity. Means it is whatever you have as an expectation whenever you come from outside, right? And okay, just to tell you that, let's say if I tell someone that okay, these are the road, this is how the UAE looks like, and then but when they come here, they will always say that okay, it's more beautiful than what you have said, it's much better than what you have told us, right? It's much beautiful than what I have seen in picture, right? That is one thing. And second is we are grateful for the opportunity. I believe they have made it so simple for everyone, right? It's so easy to start a business. No one is there to trouble you. Unless if you do your job properly, if you do what is expected out of you, no one is going to create any problem. I have not been troubled. I have not been asked to stop while driving at all. In India, if I'm driving, no, not just India, but if I'm driving, definitely I will be stopped. So point is, as long as you are driving properly, as long as you are following the rules, no one is going to bother you. And that's the best thing about the country.
Thank you very much for your time to be with the EMARATI program. It was our pleasure to visit your office today, and thanks for the warm welcoming. We wish for you all the best and more of success. Inshallah, I will see you next 5 years, one of leaders in the market.
Definitely. Thank you so much, and grateful to you for coming on a short notice.
Our pleasure.
And on a Friday, because I know you have to go for prayers as well, right?
Thank you very much.